All right, guys, Traversal ENT in the building, back with another one, guys. All right, now there's a lot happening in the boxing scene, as I've been saying all day today, right? Especially with the heavyweights, Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder. The trio talk is back again, and there's a lot happening, right? Now, I'm going to tell you guys straight away, I'm not going to discuss certain topics until there's more information that's come out. Because I think it's just too premature to talk about certain things until we have more info, right? One thing I am going to do is give Eddie Hearn time to do what he needs to do to make the fight happen. That's what I am going to do. So I'm not going to talk about that aspect of it. But here's what I want to entertain in this video, right? So I want to address those who support Deontay Wilder, and I'm going to focus on you lot for a second. Now, I see certain people getting excited at the thought of Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder potentially meeting each other in the ring this year before Joshua Fury fight happens, right? I see certain people getting excited about the prospect of that. Me sitting back, I'm thinking, why on earth are you excited about that prospect? Why? Because you want to see potentially Deontay Wilder get his revenge? I can understand that. If you're a Wilder supporter, yeah, you want to see him get his revenge against Fury if he can beat him. The potential's there because he carries that punch, right? But understand what you're forfeiting by accepting that route. If Deontay Wilder beats Tyson Fury, and let's say the two of them fight next, yeah, hypothetically speaking, they fight next, and Deontay Wilder should win that fight, do you realize what you've signed up for? Or what you've accepted as a fan watching? You've accepted for there to be no undisputed fight between two guys who could have made an undisputed match, Joshua and Fury. That's what you're accepting by preferring the Deontay Wilder route. That's number one. Number two is this, and this is the main focus of the video. It's to address to Deontay Wilder. Wilder, if you end up fighting Fury, I know without a shadow of a doubt, and I believe a lot of people agree with what I'm about to say. Not everyone, but a lot of people agree with what I'm about to say. Without a shadow of a doubt, you will not fight Anthony Joshua after. No, you won't. Nor will you fight the other person that everyone's going to want you to fight, which is the Dillian Whyte. You will not do that either. I will tell you guys exactly what would happen if Deontay Wilder was to beat Tyson Fury and capture the WBC belt. He would turn into a diva, thinking that because he's been retributed, or he's received retribution in his defeat of Fury, if he's to fight him and beat him, he'll be like, I'm the man again. I'm the guy again. And then he'll look at Joshua and say, you didn't fight Fury. You haven't fought me. Why are you the man? The whole diva cycle will come back 360 all over again. We're literally going to be in the same spot we was in a year ago. That is what would happen if Deontay Wilder was to fight Tyson Fury and win. He would be a diva. He would not fight Joshua next. That talk wouldn't even... I mean, the UK will try and put the talk up. Certain Americans will put the talk up. But Wilder's camp will not entertain that fight. It's going to be a headache situation to be in. Guys like Eddie Hearn will absolutely hate their jobs at that point. Can you imagine trying to negotiate that fight at that point? When Wilder's won, everybody was talking crap. I said this. I told you lot Fury couldn't beat me. Now, why am I going to give you lot what you lot wanted after you lot trashed and disrespected me? I can just see where it's going to go. And it's not going to go in the direction that I want to see heavyweight boxing take. Because the guy's not going to fight Joshua. He's not going to fight Dillian Whyte. He told Dillian Whyte he would never give him the opportunity. The only reason why Deontay Wilder mentioned Dillian Whyte's name is because he ain't carrying a belt. But if he beats Fury and takes a strap, the WBC belt, he'll go right back into that diva mode of not wanting to give Whyte an opportunity. You see, Deontay Wilder was enjoying it, taking a mick at Dillian Whyte. You've waited how many X amount of days? He was laughing at him, saying it was his own fault. You see, Deontay Wilder is an entertaining fighter when he's in the ring. I don't like his antics. I don't like what Deontay Wilder does when he's got the strap and he thinks he's the guy. I don't like what he does. I don't like the fighters he selects to fight. I don't particularly think he picks quality fighters to fight. Take away the Luis Ortiz fight. I thought that was a quality opponent he picked. But I wanted to see Wilder go through with the Povetkin fight and have it. He didn't have it. For the same excuses that Ortiz was excused with, but he still fought Ortiz. I didn't see Deontay Wilder hollowing that big baby Miller for a fight. I saw AJ trying to make that fight happen with Jarrell. That would have been a good fight to put Deontay back in a day, right? So let me ask you, if Deontay Wilder beats Tyson Fury and he captures WBC belt, okay, he ain't going to fight Joshua. Trust me, he ain't going to fight Joshua. He ain't going to fight Dillian White. He ain't going to fight a Brit. Who's he going to fight? Joseph Parker? Joe Joyce? Usyk? Michael Hunter? Or is he going to stick to his PBC guys? Is that who's going to fight? Chris Arreola, Andy Ruiz against Deontay Wilder? That's a semi-interesting fight. Americans will love it more than me. I don't really think that fight is that good. I think Deontay Wilder knocks out Andy Ruiz in round 1. I told you that before. For me, Wilder knocks out the majority of heavyweight within the first 3 rounds. Not everyone is Tyson Fury. Wilder will knock you the hell out. What, you think you've got the blueprint? You still have to hit a guy that's much taller than you. You still have to fight a guy and hit a guy that's athletic. You still got to hit a guy that's got a much longer reach than you. You still got to hit a guy that's super much faster than you. Not everyone is Tyson Fury. Wilder will knock out a lot of these guys that I've just mentioned within the first to the 3rd round. So why do I want to see a fight when I know the result of those fights? Who will Deontay Wilder fight if he should take the belt away from Tyson Fury? Fight and he wins that. Who does he fight after that? Don't say Joshua. Don't say White, because he ain't fighting them 2 guys. But tell me who else he fights outside of them 2 guys. So then if that's the case, why on earth do I want to see Deontay Wilder fight Tyson Fury next? When I know there's going to be diva behavior after that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that fight next. Guys, when Wilder got beaten by Tyson Fury, the only reason I was saying at that point I didn't want to see the fight again. But the only reason why that fight's become interesting now is because of everything that's happened since Wilder's got beaten with all the accusations, this and that. People want to see it again. All right. But Tyson Fury could always fight Deontay Wilder after he fights AJ. Now, we'll see what this arbitration thing happens because like I keep telling people, Fury does not have to fight Wilder. He can just get Wilder paid and that's that. Problem solved. He can do it. In case you don't know it, legally he can. He can just pay Wilder a significant amount of pet money. It'll be significant. I mean, it'll be stupid because at that point he might as well fight if he's going to pay him that kind of money. But I don't want to see that fight next. Absolutely not. I don't want to see that fight next. And it's got nothing to do with whether I like Wilder or not. Because I do like Wilder in the ring. That's the only place I like to see Wilder in. I don't like him anywhere else. He's not my king. He's not my champion. He's not my anything. Get in the ring. That's where I want to see him. That's it. But, nah. Because I know if AJ fights Fury, AJ wins the belt, and he becomes undisputed, AJ will have a meaningful fight next. AJ's going to want to fight the Deontay Wilder. I do believe AJ will call out Wilder. I do believe he'll call out Wilder because AJ will have no reason to fight anybody that's not going to bring him serious money. To be honest, if AJ captures undisputed, there'll be 2 fights left for him to make serious money in. Deontay Wilder, that will be his next biggest money fight. And I also think that at that point, even the Dillian White rematch becomes a big fight. Not as big as Wilder, but it's a big fight. You'll get paid for it. That's a fight that people will watch. I'll definitely watch that fight. If Tyson Fury wins undisputed, who does Tyson Fury fight next? That I don't know. I can honestly not tell you that. I don't know. For me, I think he'll retire. I don't think Fury will have anything left to prove once he beats AJ. He'll probably retire. So that's what I think. If Fury wins undisputed, he retires. If AJ wins it, he'll fight either Wilder or Dillian White. If it ends up being a case where Wilder beats Fury and captures WBC belt, we're in Diva land all over again. Negotiation hell all over again. I don't want that to happen. I don't want to see that, guys. Controversial ENT, that's what I got to say about the situation right now. I ain't saying any more on it until more comes out. Peace out. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'll be back with some more.